Cardano is at max capacity at 94% load for its users. What does this mean for the future of Cardano and ADA? Is this bad? Is Cardano going to explode? Is it going to blow up? And is it going to fall apart? No, it's not. Calm down. Let's talk about it. All right. Welcome back to the Blockhash podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Be sure to also check out our Patreon page. Monday through Friday, we do chart analysis, exclusive episode content, bonus podcast content. Go check it out. Support us. Really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Let's see what's going on with Cardano. Sebastian Guillemot. Comment how to pronounce his name. Co-founder of DC Spark and contributor to the Cardano platform, stated that Cardano's load was at 94% as of the 8th of May. Upon hitting the 100% load, transactions could take a longer time to process. The executive also stated improvements that could be made on the chain. You know it's at load when you see this guy struggling with all this weight. So that's how we know that we're getting to capacity here. What is going to happen? Is his wrist? Oh my God. Is he doing that underhand? Yikes, it's got to hurt. Oh, his elbow, his wrist. Jesus. All right. Cardano, just like other cryptocurrencies in the market, witnessed a downfall over the weekends, the 6th through the 7th of May. However, as per Sebastian Guillemot, co-founder of DC Spark and contributor to the Cardano platform, Cardano's load stood at 94% as of the 8th of May, 2023. We just talked about that. All right, let's look at the specifics. The contributor stated that all transactions on the network were processed on a first-come, first-served basis. However, upon hitting the 100% load, transactions would be queued up and users may have to wait for their transactions to go through. Just like the congestion that's happening on the Bitcoin network, we're now seeing on the Cardano network. Very interesting. The higher the load after 100%, the longer the transaction wait time. Another outcome of the load hitting 100% would be that the stake pools could sell priority access to users and dApps. They may also reach a point where they could prioritize one DEX over another. Uh-oh. So addressing the age-old issue of whether the blockchain was in a better position than in 2021, the executive stood in an affirmative position. Furthermore, the exec said that block sizes could be increased and tiered fees could be introduced. A lot of changes are coming. Can it defend against the bears? The altcoin was exchanging hands at 36.3. It's at 36.1 right now. We'll come back to that in a minute. TVL stood at 145 billion. Let's check and see where things are at. ADA's TVL dropped by 3.6% over the last 24 hours. Okay. As of May 7th, the number of active users stood at 48.4 thousand and was more so in the same area as compared to the last few days. TVL has dropped a little bit. It's not the worst thing in the world. It has had a huge boost in TVL this year. Let's see. What else is interesting in here? Press time number of 43.7 million did show a slight increase in the last few days, but couldn't be considered significant enough for a bullish narrative. So we're not really bullish yet. We're not really bearish yet. We're just kind of smack in the middle. ADA's social dominance has skyrocketed and has reached its second highest peak over the last 3 months. This indicated that there was much chatter about the chain on the social front. However, ADA will have to do much more than just be the talk of the town to reverse the ongoing bearish narrative. Exactly. So let's see if we can look into this a little bit. No, it's just data. So it's another issue of block sizes, I think, again. And, again, we saw this with Bitcoin. Now fees are going up. And transactions are very slowly coming to confirmation now because of the BRC20 tokens and the Bitcoin ordinals. You also have Ethereum starting to slow down again and get expensive despite being post-Shapella. It's not necessarily a bad thing that these are happening. As much as this guy is straining here to lift this weight underhanded and breaking his wrist, it's not that bad. The fact that we're at load means we're pushing the limits of the network. Now, right now, that's not going to seem great to a lot of people. It's going to affect prices. It's going to affect TVL. It's going to affect the ecosystem and certain platforms. Maybe priority access will be given. Maybe there will be fees associated with stake pools and things like that. But these are growing pains. These things have to happen. Right now, we're growing. That's not a bad thing. I think people get that misconstrued. Just because we're having growing pains on May 8th or May 9th, whatever day you're watching this, doesn't mean that the network is just going to collapse and fall into irrelevancy. It just means it's going to get updated again. New things are going to get changed. It's going to evolve and get better and better. We like to see the load at 94%. All right, that's good. That's good in my opinion. Let's push the limit and let's see where we can take Cardano, because it is a great blockchain and a fantastic ecosystem, to be honest. Looking at the price, we had our box here, our what I call a bit of an inflection zone, where we had a relative high that we needed to try and break out of and a relative low that we needed to hold. We did not hold that low. We came down. So my next target was going to be the bottom part of this funnel, the higher low here that we formed since the beginning of the year and that we established the 10th of March. We also have a little bit of resistance here around 35.1. We're currently at 36.1. And it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. Let's do a fib retracement from local high to local to, let's do bottom in March. Okay, because that would be honestly my worst case scenario right now. Now let's go all the way down since the beginning of the year. That would be a complete worst case scenario. Let's be accurate. So we are through the 0.618 heading down to the 0.5. All right. So 0.5 is going to be at about 0.3511. We might come down to that level, which is going to be very close to where our line is here of resistance. Look at that, right on the dot. We might bounce there, which is also right on this higher low. Look at that, everything converging. Higher lows on this long-term trends. We got this floor established here that we might bounce off of, and the 0.5 level on the fib retracement. Look at that. That's a strong resistance area. We might come down to here. If we don't bounce off of 0.3511, I'd be a little more concerned. We would go down to 0.382, which we don't have a lot of resistance at, to be honest, and then back to 0.236, which is right around 0.298, 0.293 at the 0.236. 0.2, sorry guys, a lot of things. Fib 0.236, price 0.293, 0.294-ish. All right, that could be our ultimate low if we really pull back. Oops. But I am expecting a bounce here. I'd be surprised if we don't get it. We've moved in this funnel. We've established strong trends here, corrections and relief rallies. And I think when we get to here sometime by, God, we could get here by the end of the week. It's entirely possible. And then, yeah, to get through the 0.786, there's some resistance there, a little bit of a ceiling. And then obviously to get to, we want to break through here, which is in between the 0.786 and 1. All right. If we can do that and we can break through 1, it's a lot of open air coming up to 1.618. I mean, there's a couple resistance areas in here, but it could run. It could run. So I'm expecting, this is not bearish, guys. This is fine. This is okay. I don't mind seeing this at all. I kind of like seeing this. You know, we need to correct. We need to flush out the weak hands in the market so that we can get strong moves to the upside. And this is not financial advice, but, you know, timing this out, coming back up to our former floor here would be an 8% gain. You know, coming all the way back to our ceiling here would be a 24% gain. So there's a lot of opportunities to do well. All right. So don't stress, don't freak out, take a chill pill, subscribe to the channel, make sure to support us if you already do, really appreciate it. Make sure to comment your thoughts down below on Cardano being at absolute maximum capacity. And like the video. Really appreciate it. Check out the Patreon as well. Take care, guys. See you tomorrow. Cheers.